It is me, the comic book frog. And tonight we have a special treat for you because I sent the puppet, yes, Puppetine, into the reverse world where he is going to track down Superman for me. So, without any further ado, let's get the show on the road. Hit the music! All right. Introducing Puppetine. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Holy shit, we got the duplicate of you. I was looking for my little guy with no legs.
Ah, you see, I'm all legs. Completely different.
And British.
I don't hear the British, but thank you.
They never do until it finally happens.
Well, no, I don't. But hello, everybody.
I like this version of Puppetine. He's got balls.
Get out of here! No.
Oh my
Sorry.
God.
The other version of myself stole my phone.
Did you hear that
we
guy?
didn't have the gym. We couldn't merge.
Holy crap. We were first. We had Puppetine on Puppetine action.
Oh,
Hide your children.
It's usually happening over the bridge. But anyway, hello everybody! Yes, I am here from Bizarro World talking to you about Superman and Lois. It's back. It's a new episode. Episode 10, I believe. And it is fan-freaking-tastic because this takes place in Bizarro World. Whereas last episode, it got a little draggy. I still liked it. It got a little draggy with Superman being gone. Because that's how it started out. Superman was gone. Here, we get to see what happened. And the story is told in parts. And it's all kind of separated, but it shows Superman arriving in Bizarro World, meeting Bizarro Jonathan Kent, and, well, it's him seemingly there to help. But it's revealed slowly that actually he's working with Allie Alston. He never actually, he and his dad did not have a good relationship because on Bizarro World, the Kents were all elves. They didn't have they were, well, the Kryptonian superstars.
I gotta point out that everybody on this Earth is a goth person or punk.
Yes. Like Marania here says, wow, the costume designs and the thumbnails went back to the 90s and emo sci-fi vampire dramas. Yeah, I love it.
Instead of being like the cheerful, happy people, they're like the opposite. As far as their tyrant stuff, they're the punk look. They're the hot topic people, as you might point out. In this, we find out the history, the origin of the other Superman, the reverse Superman. In his reality,
drugs.
What?
Drugs.
Well, yeah, that's part of it. Hold on, I'm getting there.
Okay.
Yes. Let me get to the good part. Hold on. So in his reality, he's a celebrity. Everybody loves it. Everybody knows that he's married to Lois, and knows that his kids are his kids. So they have no secret. What happens is that he starts to basically get so wrapped up into it. Jonathan finally develops powers instead of Jordan. And I gotta say, Jordan looks really funny in this. Considering he doesn't have his frizzy hair, he has a straight hair. They straightened his curls out.
Yeah.
It looks really weird.
The funniest thing, though, is there are times that I know we only see him for a short while. I like this Jordan more. Because while he doesn't have his powers and he's kind of feeling neglected, he is not like how he was at the beginning of season 1, and I kind of appreciate that. But Jordan's come a long way in our real world. But Jonathan being Superboy is astounding. He doesn't call himself Superboy.
Calls himself John L.
John L. Just Jonathan L. Oh, son of Kal-El. Okay. But no, we get to see them as they're told in parts because Allie Alston completely took over Bizarro World.
Yeah, and I want to point out that, yes, coming on that whole part thing, each part is from a different character's point of view. So what happens? They rewind stuff and show this is what this person was doing, and until they got to this point. We do find Anderson appears on there, and Anderson has the both pendants, and he quick tries to merge with his other self, but his other self, his reverse self, is killed by Jonathan. The evil reverse Jonathan kills him. So he goes on the run. He goes to in Smallville, he goes to the news place looking for Lois, but nobody can understand him. They think he's on drugs because he's sweating. He looks crazy. And his face is on every website. And this is funny though. Totalitarian government here. No matter what website they click on, his face is on there. Crazy. And anyway, so he finally writes down Lois on a piece of paper, her name, and then I believe I forget what the other girl's name was, the one that works with Lois there. And
I feel like I know it. Nicole, maybe?
I think it might be Nicole, yes. And so she recognized, wait, he's trying to say Lois, but he's writing it backwards because on their world, all the text is written backwards, including.
Yes.
But they speak normal. To us, though, they sound backwards because they speak backwards. So yeah. So and because he's from the normal Earth, Anderson's up. So when he speaks backwards to them.
What I loved to see in this one was how we got to see ultimately Talro, because he's involved. He was convinced by actually Lana, because they show that he gets married to Lana Lang, who is working in a bar. It was very different.
And there was she had no kids because she never married the firefighter.
Yep. And ultimately, she got convinced by Jonathan to listen to Allie Austin. So Talro
she has superpowers. So I'm assuming that's Talro, and she giving people powers.
Well, at least for his wife. He doesn't seem to be evil.
No. In fact, him and the reverse Superman were buddies. They're brothers. So
yeah, they're brothers.
So when after Lois finally has enough, because she's tired of the John stuff, she lost her son because Jonathan left the cult. She leaves reverse Superman, and so he's stuck behind. Taro covers him, but he's like, hey, she's, no matter what you do, it's like, Lois isn't gonna come back, but you know what though? You can join us with Allie. You can still make something out of your life. He's like, no, I'm going to defeat Allie. Then that's how I'm gonna get Lois back. At this point, he's been using what was it? Remember, instead of using X kryptonite, he's actually hopping green kryptonite. Yeah,
he's just snuffing the snuff.
Yeah.
So like,
he's become such a, and that's why, and the green kryptonite actually turns him into looking like a bizarro kind of creature. So
to answer your question, Maranya, they did reverse the speech, but they had subtitles, so that way, for those whenever they were speaking backwards, we could actually understand them. But it was actually the main characters from our universe speaking backwards there, so that was neat.
Yes.
But yes, the story behind Bizarro Superman here is kind of tragic, because while he wasn't the best he could be, while he lost himself, you could see how well he wanted his family back in the end, but it was too late. Allie Austin had corrupted Jonathan. Lois was gone, and there's nothing they could do.
Yeah, Jonathan actually became a celebrity. At first, he saved the person falling because his dad had forgotten to be a hero, but then he started feeling horrible because he just felt so lonely. His dad would not talk to him. His dad was actually jealous of him. Clark wasn't going around saving people. At first he's like, hey, go with us, but only when you're with me. Otherwise, and the fact that Jonathan was going out saving people by himself. Lois even yelled at him, and she's like, "You're 15. You can't be a superhero and stuff." He's like, "Why?" He's like, "Dad's not. Someone has to be. Dad's not going to be." It's just like he never gave a shit about us until I got powers. So like I said, this really touches home to what Clark was doing with Jonathan on his own Earth, the original, the main universe.
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of neglecting him a little bit. And he didn't mean to. It's not that he meant to. It just happened. However, we ultimately come to a point where there's a final confrontation. Lieutenant Anderson, or ex-general, I don't know. He ultimately redeems himself as well because he realizes Ali Alston needs to be stopped and they can't get the pendants. However, it seems that it's too late, even though he goes.
No, I want to point out, though, the reason he got redeemed because him and Clark were both pulled into this underground secret bunker where Lois and her father, Sam Lane, General Lane, and Jordan have been hiding out here, and it's really cool. He's got the red kryptonite guns. His red kryptonite is what he powers those Kryptonians on that Earth.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, when he finds out, he's like, "Oh my gosh, the whole reason you couldn't tell me these things because you have a family to protect." I feel like he realized I'm such a dick.
Yep.
It's like,
and it's really a touchy moment. However, it does lead to, like I said, there's this final fight, and he ends up dying. He does. He tries to fight Jonathan.
Jonathan kills him. He crushes it to his chest.
And Superman is losing his powers because there's a red sun on this Earth.
Yes, and then because he's been fighting through it, and then Taro's holding him back, but then he realizes, oh my god, Taro's like after he sees Jonathan kill Anderson, he's like, you were very much like my brother, and I didn't have his back then.
Taro, yes.
And then Lana sees this. The evil Lana sees that. And she's like, don't do it. He's like, sorry, babe. He eats her by blowing her into. Yes, eat, not eat. But he blows her away with the super breath, which is really weird because he has super breath. The other ones, they blow fire.
That is true. I didn't think about that before.
That was really weird. Because remember, they had frost vision and heat breath.
Well, he didn't have a ice breath. It was just wind. So I don't know.
Well, I didn't say he had frost breath. I said he has all the reverse Kryptonians have heat breath and frost vision.
Yeah, it's really
reversed. It's weird. It's like, you know what it looks like when they show like the flames coming out of the mouth. It always reminds me of Etrigan. He blows it hellfire.
Etrigan the demon.
Yes.
We need Eric Breen. He knows it by heart.
No. So anyway, so he helps Clark, and then Clark flies towards Allie, and he tries. Actually, no, he has to fly back towards his Earth, because Jonathan is going to the evil Jonathan's going back to the main Earth to merge with his Jonathan.
Yes, and Ali Alston is becoming this powerful being by merging with herself. It's all very destructive.
You know what?
You know what?
You know what's going to be great? If they write it in like, she's not, what happens to her is not what she thinks is going to happen to her.
I'd like that too. I would. This show, though, because it does leave us with this cliffhanger of Jonathan there, evil Jonathan there, saying that he wants to see, he needs his other self. And it's just such a great show. Out of all the shows that we review, this one is my favorite. All the CW ones at least, but most of them, all the superhero ones, this one is just so consistently good. It's astounding, especially for a show on the CW.
You know what's
if
crazy?
You're not
I was going to say what's crazy is I was watching Extreme Movie Show last night, and Zach and Venkman were on there, and they were counting down the current shows they're watching. And Venkman's number 2 was Superman and Lois, only being beat out by Better Call Saul. That shows you that, holy crap, you're not the only one. A lot of people are liking this show.
Yeah, it's really good. And if you're not watching it, you're missing out. But that is it. We will be back next week, of course, to review it. We love this show. We're so happy it's back, and we can't wait to talk about it. But we want to hear your thoughts, so make sure to comment below. Also, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out the Ko-Fi if you can. We're going to be doing Moon Knight next. If you're not listening to that review, well, we'll see you next time. Make sure to stick around for Froggy and myself. Bye!
Do not eat at Joe's. Right? Reverse. Don't.
Because it's reverse. You're a clever little frog. All right.
I'm not clever.
Then, hello.